Garlic and eggs, two of the most praised foods for health and longevity. One is known for boosting the immune system, the other for being a complete source of protein. But here's a question most people don't ask. What actually happens when you mix them together? Some swear by this combo, saying it strengthens the body and helps fight off illness. Others say it leaves them feeling bloated, gassy, or even nauseous, especially on an empty stomach. So, what's really going on here? Is this a powerful breakfast? Or a digestive trap in disguise? Today, we're diving into the science and the experience behind this popular pairing, especially how it affects people over 60. You'll discover why this combo might not always be as friendly to your gut as it sounds, and more importantly, how to enjoy both foods safely and effectively without triggering discomfort. Let's uncover the truth about garlic and eggs, once and for all. Before we begin, I'd really appreciate it if you like this video. It helps me keep sharing more important lessons. If you haven't subscribed yet, I highly recommend hitting the subscribe button and turning on the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Also, if you enjoy this video, please comment 1. If you don't, comment 0, so I know how to improve. Now, let's get started. Garlic has been praised for centuries as one of nature's most powerful natural remedies, and it turns out science agrees. The real magic behind garlic lies in a compound called allicin, which is produced when raw garlic is crushed, chopped, or minced. Allicin is what gives garlic its strong smell, and more importantly, its reputation as an antibacterial, antiviral, and anti-inflammatory powerhouse. Research shows that allicin can help the immune system fight off colds, viruses, and harmful bacteria. It can also reduce inflammation in the body, which is linked to everything from joint pain to heart disease. For people over 60, this sounds like great news. A natural way to strengthen the immune system without pills? Yes, please. But there's a catch, and it's one most people don't know about. The way you prepare garlic makes all the difference. To unlock allicin's full immune-boosting potential, garlic has to be chopped or crushed and left to rest for about 10 minutes before eating or cooking. This pause allows the enzymes to activate and produce allicin. If you skip that step, if you toss it straight into the pan or eat it whole, the allicin doesn't form properly, and most of the benefits are lost. Worse, cooking garlic at high heat destroys nearly all the allicin, leaving behind flavor but little immune support. So yes, garlic can be a fantastic tool to support your immune system, but only when used properly and eaten raw or lightly cooked. And here's where things get complicated for older adults. Raw garlic, though powerful, is also harsh on the digestive system. Many people over 60 have more sensitive stomachs, slower digestion, or conditions like acid reflux, ulcers, or irritable bowel. For them, raw garlic can irritate the stomach lining, cause heartburn, trigger gas, or even nausea, especially when eaten on an empty stomach or in large amounts. Even a small clove can cause discomfort if the gut is inflamed or already struggling to process other foods. That's why garlic is often described as a double-edged sword. It offers genuine immune benefits, but if used carelessly, it can do more harm than good. The key isn't to avoid garlic, it's to use it wisely. A small amount of raw garlic, activated properly and paired with gentle, soothing foods, can support health without stressing your system. Eggs have earned their place as one of the most versatile and nourishing foods available, especially for older adults. They're packed with high-quality protein, which helps maintain muscle mass and strength as we age. They're also one of the richest sources of choline, a nutrient essential for brain health, memory, and proper nerve function. Plus, eggs are soft, easy to chew, and usually well tolerated by sensitive stomachs. For seniors looking for a gentle, filling breakfast that doesn't spike blood sugar or demand too much digestive effort, eggs seem like a perfect choice. But there's a hidden side to eggs that most people don't talk about. Not because eggs are bad, but because what you eat with them matters just as much as the eggs themselves. While eggs are easy on the gut when eaten alone or with mild foods, they can become problematic when paired with highly stimulating ingredients, like raw garlic. Here's why. Raw garlic contains strong sulfur compounds, including allicin, which can irritate the stomach lining, especially when eaten in concentrated amounts. On their own, both garlic and eggs are tolerable for many people. But when combined, particularly first thing in the morning or on an empty stomach, the result can be too intense for an older digestive system to handle comfortably. Eggs, especially when cooked with added fat, like butter or oil, already take longer to digest than most fruits or grains. When you add in raw garlic, an ingredient known to increase stomach acid and stimulate intestinal movement, you risk overloading the digestive system, leading to symptoms like bloating, gas, stomach cramps, or even nausea. For someone in their 60s or beyond, whose digestion may already be slower or more sensitive, this can turn a healthy breakfast into a digestive nightmare. The risk isn't just about discomfort. Repeated irritation to the gut lining can affect nutrient absorption and even trigger inflammation over time. And for individuals who take medications for blood pressure, acid reflux, or cholesterol, a sensitive stomach might already be a concern. Adding a harsh food combination like eggs and raw garlic only makes things more complicated. So, what's the solution? You don't need to give up eggs. In fact, they should stay on your plate. But pair them wisely. Instead of garlic, combine your eggs with steamed vegetables, a slice of whole grain toast, or a bit of soft fruit. These pairings support digestion and make the nutrients in eggs easier to absorb, without irritating the gut. In short, eggs are still your friend. Just be mindful of what you invite to the table alongside them. It's easy to assume that combining two healthy foods, like garlic and eggs, will always be a good thing. But as we age, what works in theory doesn't always work in practice. For many adults over 60, this pairing can turn into a recipe for digestive distress, especially when eaten on an empty stomach. Let's break it down. You've probably heard that starting your day with protein is a smart choice, and that's true. Eggs are soft, nourishing, and loaded with nutrients like protein, vitamin D, and choline. Garlic, on the other hand, is often celebrated for its immune-boosting and anti-inflammatory properties, particularly when eaten raw. But here's where things get tricky. Raw garlic is extremely potent, not just in flavor, but in how it interacts with your digestive system. When garlic is crushed or chopped raw, it releases a compound called allicin. This is the active ingredient responsible for garlic's health benefits, but it's also what makes garlic so intense on the stomach. Allicin is highly acidic and can irritate the lining of your digestive tract, especially when there's nothing else in your stomach to buffer it. That's why many people report heartburn, stomach cramps, bloating, or even nausea after eating raw garlic first thing in the morning. Now, combine that with eggs, a dense, protein-rich food that takes longer to digest, and you've got a double challenge for your gut. Protein slows down the movement of food through the stomach, which can be helpful for feeling full. But it also means that any irritants, like raw garlic, will sit longer in the stomach, increasing the chance of discomfort. For older adults, whose digestive systems may already be more sensitive or sluggish, this can be a recipe for a very uncomfortable morning. Some people report feeling bloated for hours after this combination. Others experience belching, reflux, or a heavy feeling that lingers well into the afternoon. What started out as a healthy breakfast quickly becomes a digestive nightmare. The issue isn't that garlic and eggs are unhealthy, but rather that the timing, form, and condition of your stomach matter more than ever after 60. Eating garlic raw, on an empty stomach, with a slow digesting food like eggs, puts your system under unnecessary stress. It's like asking your gut to juggle fire and bricks at the same time. Possible, but not ideal. The takeaway? Be kind to your stomach. If you love garlic, consider eating it later in the day, or make sure you've had a little something else first, like toast or warm tea, to soften the impact. Garlic and eggs are both valuable, but together, first thing in the morning, raw and unbalanced, they can do more harm than good. One of the less obvious but surprisingly important reasons why the garlic and egg combination can lead to digestive discomfort lies in the way our bodies use digestive enzymes. Each type of food requires different enzymes to break it down properly, and when we mix certain foods, especially strong or complex ones, those enzymes can interfere with each other. This is particularly true when pairing raw garlic with eggs, and it's even more significant for adults over 60. Let's start with eggs. They're a rich source of high-quality protein and fat, which means they take a bit longer to digest than simpler carbs or fruits. To break down eggs, your body releases proteases and lipases, enzymes designed to help process proteins and fats. This process is usually smooth, especially if the rest of your meal is gentle on the stomach. Now, introduce raw garlic into the mix. While it offers health-promoting compounds like allicin, raw garlic is also naturally stimulating and slightly abrasive to the gut. It tends to trigger mild intestinal contractions in some people, especially when eaten in its raw, pungent form. While this might not sound like a big deal, those small contractions can actually interfere with the slower, more methodical digestion of protein-rich foods like eggs. When this enzyme mismatch occurs, digestion doesn't work as efficiently as it should. The garlic might rush things along, while the eggs still need time in the stomach to be properly broken down. The result? Gas, bloating, belching, or that brick in your belly feeling that can linger for hours. This becomes even more problematic if you're over 60, as your digestive enzyme production naturally slows with age. What your stomach could once handle with ease now requires more care, balance, and pacing. It's also worth noting that this conflict isn't necessarily harmful in the medical sense, but it can create real discomfort and discourage people from eating nutritious foods altogether. Many older adults who try to eat clean by combining superfoods like garlic and eggs may blame themselves when their body reacts poorly. Without realizing, the issue lies in how those foods work together biochemically. Fortunately, the solution is simple. Give each food its own time to shine. If you want to enjoy raw garlic, try having it in a salad dressing or with steamed vegetables at lunch or dinner. Keep your breakfast with eggs simple. Pair them with easy-to-digest foods like whole grain toast or soft vegetables. By separating foods that require different digestive approaches, you'll not only avoid discomfort, but also maximize nutrient absorption and overall gut health. In short, garlic and eggs are both nutritional stars, but like any strong personalities, they don't always play well together at the same time. While garlic is often celebrated as a natural healer, it's important to recognize that not all bodies respond to it the same way, especially after 60. For people with certain medical conditions or those taking prescription medications, garlic, particularly in its raw form, can lead to unexpected and even risky side effects. And when combined with something like eggs, which slow digestion, those risks can quietly build up. Let's start with the digestive system. Raw garlic is a known stomach irritant. It can stimulate the production of stomach acid, which isn't always a good thing, especially for people with conditions like acid reflux, ulcers, or gastritis. Many older adults already deal with sensitive stomachs or reduced digestive efficiency. For these individuals, garlic can cause a burning sensation, cramping, or discomfort that feels out of proportion to such a small food. Combined with slow digesting protein from eggs, the garlic may stay in the stomach longer, increasing the likelihood of irritation or heartburn. But the story doesn't end there. Garlic, particularly in high amounts or in raw form, can also interact with medications, something many seniors must carefully manage. If you take aspirin, statins, or blood thinners like warfarin, garlic may enhance their effects, sometimes too much. That's because garlic naturally thins the blood. While this can be helpful in small amounts for heart health, it becomes risky when combined with prescribed anticoagulants. The result? A higher risk of internal bleeding, easy bruising, or digestive tract irritation that you might not notice right away. Some people even experience subtle but persistent symptoms like fatigue, nausea, or lightheadedness, and never think to link it to garlic. And since garlic is often eaten raw in health-focused meals, like smoothies or salads, or paired with safe foods like eggs, it's easy to overlook it as a trigger. That's why, for people managing multiple conditions or medications, garlic needs to be approached with awareness and balance. It's not about avoiding it altogether, but about understanding when, how, and how much to use. For example, cooking garlic can reduce its blood-thinning properties and make it gentler on the stomach. Using it in small amounts, paired with food, not on an empty stomach, and spacing it away from medication times are all smart strategies. If you're unsure, it's always best to consult your doctor or pharmacist, especially if you're on daily medications. Just because something is natural doesn't mean it's automatically safe in every context. The bottom line is this: garlic can absolutely be part of a healthy lifestyle, but only when it's used wisely. For seniors, especially those with heart, stomach, or blood-related conditions, a little knowledge goes a long way in turning garlic from a risk into a reliable ally. So, if garlic and eggs each offer health benefits, but can cause problems when eaten together, what's the solution? The good news is, you don't have to give up either food. In fact, both can remain valuable parts of your diet if you know how to combine and time them wisely. The key is learning how to support your digestion, avoid unnecessary stress on your stomach, and still get the immune and nutritional benefits both foods offer. Let's start with the biggest tip: avoid eating raw garlic and eggs together, especially on an empty stomach. This combination is simply too strong for most digestive systems, and even more so after age 60. Raw garlic is intense and acidic, while eggs are rich in protein and fat, requiring slower digestion. When eaten together without anything to cushion them, you risk heartburn, bloating, and sluggishness, no matter how healthy the meal seems on the surface. Instead, if you enjoy garlic, try lightly cooking it first. Sautéing garlic over low heat, roasting it, or even baking it with other vegetables reduces its harshness while still preserving some of its beneficial compounds. You can also experiment with cooked garlic powder or granulated garlic, which tends to be much gentler on the stomach and still offers flavor and mild immune benefits without triggering digestive distress. When it comes to eggs, think of them as best enjoyed during a well-balanced meal, rather than alongside intense ingredients like raw garlic. Pair your eggs with steamed vegetables, a bit of whole grain toast, or even some soft sweet potato or rice. These ingredients help buffer the digestion of the eggs and provide fiber and nutrients that complement, not conflict with, their protein content. If you still want to include garlic in the same day, consider having it with a different meal. For example, add cooked garlic to a vegetable stir-fry at lunch or a soup at dinner. This way, your body gets the benefits of garlic without digestive overload. For those managing chronic health conditions, such as high blood pressure, blood thinning concerns, or digestive issues, check with your doctor before regularly consuming raw or concentrated garlic, including garlic supplements, black garlic, or large daily amounts of fresh cloves. While these forms can offer health perks, they may interact with medications or worsen underlying symptoms if not monitored properly. The bottom line is simple. Garlic and eggs are both good for you, but they don't need to be eaten together to work their magic. In fact, separating them may help you absorb more nutrients, feel lighter after meals, and avoid the unpleasant side effects that can come from forcing two powerful ingredients into the same dish. Listen to your body, cook mindfully, and when in doubt, keep it simple. Your digestion will thank you. Let's bring everything we've learned together. Garlic and eggs are both amazing foods, no doubt about it. They've been loved for generations and praised by science for their health benefits. Garlic supports the immune system, helps fight inflammation, and protects the heart. Eggs offer high-quality protein, choline for brain health, and essential vitamins. But here's the truth that's often overlooked. Not every food combination is right for every body, especially after 60. As we age, our digestion becomes more sensitive, our metabolism slows down, and even small mistakes in food pairing can lead to big discomfort. That's why the way we eat matters just as much as what we eat. You could be eating the healthiest ingredients on the planet, but if they're combined in a way that overwhelms your system, the result can be bloating, fatigue, or worse, nutrient loss, and long-term gut irritation. Garlic and eggs may be nutritional superstars on their own, but when eaten together, especially raw garlic with eggs on an empty stomach, they can turn a well-intentioned breakfast into a digestive nightmare. That doesn't mean you have to avoid either food. It simply means you deserve to eat in a way that supports your body, not challenges it. So here's my invitation to you. Take a moment to reflect on how your body feels after meals. Have you ever felt heavy, bloated, or uncomfortable after eating a breakfast that should have been healthy? Did you ever try raw garlic in the morning and feel off for the rest of the day? If so, you're not alone, and it's not your fault. It just means your body is telling you something, and it's time we start listening. In the comments, I'd love for you to share your personal experience. Have you tried garlic and eggs together? Did it work for you or not? Your story might help someone else connect the dots in their own journey toward better digestion and smarter eating. This channel is a space for real conversations, real solutions, and real-life health wisdom, especially for those of us navigating wellness after 60. And if this video opened your eyes or gave you a helpful insight, please don't keep it to yourself. Share it with a friend, a sibling, or a loved one who may also be following a well-meaning but mismatched healthy routine. Sometimes, a small tip, shared at the right time, can make someone else's life a whole lot more comfortable. Thank you for watching, for learning, and for caring about your health. You deserve to eat well, feel well, and thrive, not just survive. And remember, healthy eating isn't just about choosing good foods. It's about choosing good combinations. We'll see you in the next video. Take care and keep listening to your body.